I thought I was doing good by getting a members only jacket.
Right?
You're just missing the mullet. We're off the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas for RADWOOD. Kind of wish I was in that. But we've got this. Hello.
Morning.
How are
I'm
you
gonna
doing?
let you through in just 1 second.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Where does royalty go?
So royalty's gonna be around the pond on the grass.
Okay.
So once you get to Sajeev in the white suit, just tell him that you're royalty, and then he'll send you that way.
So it's almost 8 o'clock, and this is the royalty section of RADWOOD here at the Circuit of Americas. I'm not sure if everybody showed up, but the 80 to 89s were supposed to show up at 7:30, and then the 90s to 99 were supposed to show up at 8. So I assume we're going to have some more cars show up. But before the crowds come in, we can look at some of these cars. Really, really nice FD. 93?
Yeah. Oh, the yellows were only 93.
The yellows were only 93. I didn't know that. I have got a red. Oh, this is an R.
Yeah.
This is an R.
Yeah, they only came as an R and only they switched to white in 94.
Is that right?
Yeah, so there was no white in 93.
So this is the R. You'll notice this is slightly different to mine. Well, it's a lot different to mine actually. But no sunroof, no Bose speaker system in the back, no leather here. Everything else is pretty straightforward, same as my FD. This is built out pretty good. Looking good. It's got that front end on it, really low. Got a big intercooler in front of this thing. So that's gonna mod it out a bit, but I like it. Now this hood I'm interested in. Is this original Mazda Speed hood? Is this an original Mazda Speed hood? Or is this an aftermarket hood?
Original nice sports hood, yeah.
Nice sports hood. Okay. RX-7s are different. RX-7s, you have, in my opinion, as far as the values of them go, you have the liberty of putting in aftermarket parts on RX-7s because you need to keep the temperatures down.
Well, that's what I'm wondering about with mine right now, because mine has it has period correct modifications. But I'm about to try to do some non-period correct. Well, I have already done my first one. I upgraded my ECU is Adaptronic over what I had before.
Yeah, I've got an Apex E or whatever it is.
Yeah,
I went from
I
went from, well, that takes it from 8-bit to 16-bit, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, so that one, I did have that one in here, but I decided to go up to Adaptronic, and then my tuner was like, hey, well, I did that because it's Bluetooth, so I could have it remote tuned.
Oh.
But there's a great tuner that was in LA, now he lives in Houston. When I took the car to
Can I have his number? I'm from Houston.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Please, I got to get that because there's some things, there's other things I need to do. I just put on a C1 carbon hood that gets more of the heat out. Now, I run mine.
Do you have Instagram at all?
I do. I have Scott's Garage HTX on Instagram.
Okay. So
yeah.
I will, here, let me add you, and then I'll connect you with him.
That would be wonderful. Let's compare and contrast what we have here. 93R. Only came in yellow, or it came in yellow. I think in 94 they went to white. You got your 13B motor. It's been modified a bit. Then you have this one right here. This 93 yellow. Stop tech brakes. Stop tech brakes right there. Nice wheels. Now, I don't know how he did that mod. I might have to call Stop Tech and see how they did that. Or maybe just talk to his owner. Now, obviously, this is not a 13B motor. This is an LS motor. This has a lot of engineering to it. Now, a lot of purists say, hey, this isn't an RX-7. But quite honestly, the amount of engineering went into this, and this is really done well, makes this a really fun ride. I think you've got to like that. You at least have to appreciate that when you look at it. And then you come over here, and this looks to be a bone stock RX-7. Original wheels, same size tires. Great looking interior in there. I don't know, hope you're not getting too much glare, but that interior is pristine. Silver on black. And contrast that to this motor right here, which is a bone stock B13 for the day. All the plastic's still in there, and I have this all mothballed in my garage, but this has the original intercooler on it. Pretty nice car, all original. So you can kind of see what you can do with these FDs and what you can stick with or what you can go to. Sarah, again, unique cars. I just like that people bring these things and have an interest in them. This is a 4-seater. How can you get 4 seats in this little car? Well, I guess what you do is you put almost gull wing looking doors and a very odd looking hatchback, and then you can stuff 4 seats into something that isn't any longer or probably shorter than an RX-7. Oh, I remember when these cars came out. Oh, this is a Callaway. I didn't happen to notice earlier when it came in. I just noticed. I was kind of all the way it sounded. It sounded incredible. ZR1, but this is the Callaway. That is nice. When I was in school back in the day and this came out and they were reviewing these cars in the magazine, I thought this was the end all. Callaway ZR1 Corvette, and this is a sharp car. These are usually just, the seats just didn't take wear and tear very well, especially right there where those controls were on the seat panels, and they wore out quickly. That was one of the things about Corvettes, is everybody loved the performance. Nobody liked the interiors, especially in the automotive press. They just railed on Corvettes and how cheap they were inside. I think that was really just overdone. But yeah, the seats would get pretty worn on these cars pretty quickly.
Lotus designed it. It was a GM architecture Lotus top end, and then Mercury Marine assembled it.
Mercury Marine assembled it.
Yeah.
Now, that aftermarket Lingenfelder, right?
Yeah, that's one of only 4 415 cubic inch motors.
No
This
kidding.
was in John Lingenfelter's yellow car and Road and Track. This motor, not the
Oh,
this motor.
okay.
So John pulled it, built it for a guy. This is the most radical of the 4 415 cubic inch motors, and it makes 580 to the tires. It made 689 to the crank.
That's a beast.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It ran 1040s, like back in '98.
How did you get it?
This one isn't mine. This one is Sanjay's.
Oh.
I brought the blue one.
The blue one's beautiful, by the way.
Yeah. I
love it.
I know several guys. I mean, I know almost all 4 of them. I know all but one. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I had the history on most of them.
Well, I wasn't aware of that history. I like coming to these shows because I know some stuff about my cars, but I always learn something from these things, and that's, I don't propose that I know everything, and this is great. I love these wheels. They're such classic. They're so period.
Yeah.
For
sure.
I remember when these cars came out, and especially the Callaway editions, I thought they were the end all to be.
I've got a 90 twin turbo Callaway.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't bring that one today?
I should have, but it was a long story why I didn't. But it's a white on red interior with red top.
Are you just a Corvette guy?
No, I mean, yeah, GM guy, but I mean, everything. Car guy.
Oh, so you made that shift knob yourself?
Yeah.
Are you a woodworker? Or is this kind of a hobby?
Yeah, just a hobby.
Okay. So this, and you're saying this used to be red interior.
Yeah.
And I do like the black, quite honestly.
And everything inside the doors is branded. The regulator, the motors. So the guy that you were talking to, said that you were just talking to?
Yes.
He's a GM. He used to work at GM, and he was the electrical guru. And so we had this interior completely gutted, right? And he's looking at wires. He said, no, this wire is supposed to be orange from the factory. Rewired the car.
Having a resource like that is incredible.
I know. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you. 383, 500 horsepower. It's got the serpentine belt system, AC.
You're running carbureted, right?
Yeah, it's a Da Vinci Holley 750.
Okay.
But it's got a Dominator body on it. It's got 11-to-1 Rodix heads, 11-to-1 race gas. Reliable as can be. I drive it all the time.
That's
Big, big 4-core radiator.
Yeah, it's one of the mods I did in my 69. Put a bigger radiator.
I found, because I had double fans.
Yes.
Always overheated. A big high amp single fan with a proper shroud.
Well,
I can run in the summer with the AC running in traffic. It doesn't.
That's true. Take like a heat gun and measure the temperature there, and then measure the temperature coming out.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get any more drop from that.
Right.
That's all the radiator's going to do. You can put as much fan as you want on it.
Right.
More fan's not going to help your problem.
Right.
Right. So that's all the radiator has, no matter what you do, because
do.
at speed, the fans aren't doing anything anyway.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right. So getting that big fat radiator on there is going to be. I did the same thing. So, and mine's reliable. Doesn't even have a choke on it. Starts every single time.
I don't care if it's 20 degrees outside. 2 pumps.
Yep. My thing starts every single time. I got my motor out of Beck Racing Engines out of Arizona, and it starts. It'll be 20 degrees outside. I just pump it twice. Starts every time.
Da Vinci bowls. Yeah.
Yep.
We built this in my garage. I did this entire car in my garage. I even painted it in my garage.
You painted this in your garage? Would you just hang a bunch of plastic or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little small 2-car garage too. Not even a big.
Is this 2-stage?
Yeah, it's base clear.
Base clear.
Yeah, and it's a.
You did a wonderful job in
It's
painting
torch
this.
red. It's still a GM color, 1995 torch red.
It's a nice car. Sounded pretty badass coming in too. That thing sounded badass coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really did. LS3?
LS7.
LS7.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know.
It's all good. No, it's all good.
You take this to track much? Is that why it's...
Nope.
No?
I barely take it out of the garage much.
Really? Oh, come on, that's a shame, man. This would be ruling the streets.
It has 2,700 original miles on it.
You kidding
the car
me?
is brand new. That's why I don't
so
take it out. I don't drive it very often.
Well, just put some PPF on the front and drive.
It's the full front PPF.
Okay, good.
This is an LME motor from Houston. It's a LS7 block, Rodix heads, fully done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like a Magnum F transmission in it. Narrowed rear end, titanium exhaust.
I didn't even notice it. Is it you running manual or you running automatic?
It's a Magnum F.
Okay, Magnum. Oh, you just said that. You're right. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
so
7-speed, right? 6-speed, right?
It's a 6-speed T56 built for the F body. So it's got all the proper spacing. Everything's perfect. We put our carbon fiber drive shaft in it. Had a buddy build me a titanium harness bar. Like very little expense spared.
It's really nice. Favorite piece. Yeah, good deal. Yeah, that's a wonderful ride, man. And the paint on it's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, original paint?
Original paint.
Yeah, I would think so. 2,700 miles. Yeah, yeah. Did you ceramic coat it?
Yes, when I first got it, and that was 3 years ago. And now it probably needs,
once over
15 washes since then. The ceramic probably needs to get all buffed off. I need to probably do a full correction on it and re-ceramic it.
Yeah.
So I actually own an auto spa, and that's what we do there. So
Oh, okay.
we're so freaking busy that
It's just classic
I
thing
barely
where
get this washed.
you can't. You're so busy on other people's cars, you can't do your own.
Yeah.
I get
that's
it.
me, 100%.
Yeah. Well, there it is. What a day. I got here at 7 o'clock. It's 3:30 now. They've already given out all their awards. I had such a great time. I met so many cool people here and learned so much information. Everybody here and how knowledgeable they are about their cars, whether it be a Callaway Corvette, a Starion, BMW, Porsche, FDRX7s, Lotus Esprits. Everybody knows their cars and has some kind of trinket of information. I pulled so much away from this car show. It was a joy being here. I'm so glad I could make it. We're done. We're going to take off, make it back home, and we'll drop this video as soon as we can. All right, windows up, AC, R12 on. I thought I was doing good by getting a members only jacket. Right? You're just missing the mullet. You're working on it. I love it. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. Ice, baby. Cool. Gotta like the Starion. The owners of it are in full 80s garb. I love it. Representing, well, another representing couple right there. everybody got out of here quickly. Really smooth. All right, what's the best way for me to go? I'm gonna try this way. This might be a bit backwards. Oh, can I make this turn? No. Guy's putting up his Lotus. That was a really sharp car.